Welcome friends, and join me as we embark on an epic adventure to rescue the vast and beautiful land of Hyrule from the clutches of evil. We shall brave its mysterious forests, conquer its highest mountains, delve into its deepest waters, and even venture across its time. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time 3D Master Quest for the 3DS. And yes, it is quite a mouthful. My name is... I call myself Super Stud Brother for this LP. And I actually did an LP of this before. This was my... the one that I did before was actually my first LP, and for that I'm going to... The reason I'm doing this again is because I felt that it was... I really liked the game, but the fact that I didn't do it real justice, I feel that this time I'm going to do it justice this time around. So, let's see, that's my original file. That's, yes, my name is Alex, in case you haven't guessed. But, for this, we're going to go with Link's given name, his default name. So, okay. I, forgot to pull out my stylus. But yeah, this name is okay. Alright. So we're going to be doing the Master Quest version of this, which is only available after you've played the original game. Thank you, sir. So, after playing the original game on the 3DS, you can unlock the Master's Quest, which you can actually play in any of the 3 files once you do that. So, without further ado, let us begin this adventure. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But, before this tremendous evil, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee! Alright, you may notice right off the bat, if you have played Ocarina of Time, which you may have, that everything is reversed. This is the only... As far as I know, this is the only instance that this happens in Ocarina of Time. The Master Quest that was released for the GameCube version, I believe, does have the same sort of dungeons you might find in this, but this was the only time, or this version was only reversed, was the only Master Quest version that was reversed. The entire world was yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Alright. Hello, Link! Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you! Link, get up! No, but I'm having such a wonderful dream. Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Apparently so. finally woke up! I'm Navi the Fairy. Hello, Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. And a pleasure to meet you. No, really, I do like her. I like her quite a lot. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Alright then. So, there are quite a few differences in this game, as compared to the original Ocarina of Time. I have never actually played the Master's Quest that was released for the GameCube version, so I don't know how much different it is from that. But it is quite different from the original. Let's see, for instance, I don't think we could check that. And if we were to tap this button right here that says View, we can change the view of it. I believe it switches to the other view after leaving this place. So we'll just go ahead and leave the place. Step out into the morning air. Kokiri Forest. Hello, Saria. Good morning. What a wonderful day it is, too. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link! I know. Wow, that's great news! I'm so happy for you! Now you're a true Kokiri, Link! A true Kokiri? Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going! Go see the Great Deku Tree! Thank you, Saria, and I'll come back and tell you what he said. Alright, this is Link's house. Of course. So, let's see. Do I want to go to talk to the Great Deku Tree, or do I not? Let's see. Now, for this world, it is reversed, and it's actually quite amazing how turned around you get in a reversed world from a world that's been so familiar for so many years. Yes, Navi dear, what is it? Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. I'm doing that. Hello, what's this? Get out of the way!
Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree?
What is my business, Navi?
Without a fairy, you're not even a real man.
Oh, yeah?
What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you?
Mm-hmm. Wow, you're shorter than I remember.
What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido?
Because... Great Mido, right.
This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready?
He may have a point.
What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh.
Sheesh to you, too. Alright. Since he's not going to let us pass without a sword and a shield, let's go and see if we can collect those swords and shields. And while I'm doing that, there was something I wanted to talk about. Oh yes, I was going to talk about how I started doing these LPs. Alright, it's actually kind of a long story. What happened is I was always told that I was a pretty good actor, and so I was encouraged to take some acting classes, or, well, high school. It's not really... But yeah, I was encouraged to take some acting classes, and so I took one of those. And in those acting classes, we actually did a silent movie, which I thought was pretty cool. Of course, then I saw other people's silent movies, and there was one in particular that impressed me with their acting. There was one person who impressed me with his acting in that, but that's kind of unrelated. Then they showed us some other movies that were done by a different class, and in that movie I kind of saw what they were doing, and I thought, you know what, I could do that better. There was some special effects that they were doing that I thought didn't work out quite the way that it should have, so that's kind of what got me started into doing movies. And my original idea was to create a series called Agent Four Eyes was the title. Unfortunately, I could not get anybody to help me with that, so with my ideas, I kind of needed different locales, I needed some partners, I needed people to act with me, but since my brother was not willing to help me with that, I decided that I would do something else instead. and I decided to do Survivor Guy. Because I thought, well, Survivor Guy, there's only one person, so I only needed to do one. I only needed myself to act with that. But of course, after that, I came up with ideas that needed multiple people and locales and such, so that didn't quite work out. Alright.
That meanie Mido is making me cut the grass at Saria's house.
He is?
Mido told Saria he would do it so she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work.
Oh, well, that's dirty, rotten, mean.
You and Saria are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass?
I don't have anything to cut it with.
I'll let you keep anything you find while cutting it.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to cut the grass with. Continuing on with my story. So I wanted to do Survivor Guy, but after a while, I didn't have that many people that wanted to do it with me, and there were time constraints and all that. It just became inconvenient for me to do. I'd still like to do that. But as I was browsing the internet, we were proud owners of a new Wii, and we wanted to get some games for it. Oh, hello. You want to talk?
You came all the way up here? You're a real man.
Try telling that to Mido.
Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with the icon so you can look around the forest with the control stick.
Okay, if you insist. As she said, we can look around with the control stick. We can also look around using the gyroscope, but the way I'm doing this, it's not convenient. It would have been convenient. Otherwise, it would be very convenient because doing this is actually kind of slow. Very slow. It's also kind of useful if you have something that you want to use to aim with, such as a slingshot or a bow. But I'm almost finished with my story, and I have 19 rupees, which is kind of a sad, sad thing. Okay. Anyways, where was I? Survivor Guy. We were proud owners of a Wii. Yes. So we decided to look online to see if we can find some games that would be interesting to have in our library. And I came across this. Super Paper Mario was probably the first one that I remember. It's the first one that I remember coming across.
Hi, Link. Look this way. Look over here with L and talk to me with A.
With L. There we go.
Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner.
Yes, yes, it is.
I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press L to look in that direction.
Okay.
If you use L targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press L just to look forward. Try it.
Thanks, I'll do just that. Which I think I've been doing for a while now, actually. But, anyways, I'm almost done with my story. I think I said that before. But, let's see now. I was saying... What was I saying? Nuts. Oh, yes, there was somebody online who looked up Super Paper Mario, but there was one person in particular. We were looking up the 1,000-Year Door, which we did not realize was the prequel to Super Paper Mario's, but the person doing it his name happened to be Chugga Conroy. Oh boy.
Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on the hill just above here.
Yep, the Forest Training Center right over here. There's also the Know-It-All brothers in this house. However, I do not like to talk to them because they are kind of like to talk your ear off. House of the Know-It-All brothers. Alright. Let me think some more about that. Where was I? Chugga Conroy was the person that I found, and I was actually impressed with the way he did things, and I thought that was actually kind of interesting. Kind of got me interested in making my own LPs because, well, LPs are kind of convenient and doesn't require different locales. You just do it in your own bedroom and just play games and narrate as you do it, or commentate, as the word is. Thrust attack signs. To thrust with your sword, press the control stick towards your target while L targeting, then press B. Alright. So, that's how I came to start doing these LPs. And because I like playing video, and I found over the course of time as I've been doing these LPs that I've actually enjoyed games more when I do that. So, but let's see, we're kind of running over time with this one, but then again, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can buy a shield before we end this off. Alright. Oh yes, the reason I'm... Man alive. Okay, selecting a target. If you see the arrow above an object, you can target it with L. In other words, if you press and hold L when you see an arrow above an object, you can lock onto it. If you release L, the lock will be released. If there are other objects with an arrow above them, you can press L rapidly to cycle between targets. You can target the stones next to the sign for practice. So, with the L targeting, it requires you to hold down the L button in order to keep it targeted. I'm not quite sure why they made that change. Maybe they just thought it was more convenient. I don't know.
Hey, let's work on some moves. To jump sideways while L targeting, press A as you move right or left. To do a backflip while L targeting, press A as you move backward. To do a roll attack while L targeting, press A as you move forward. While you roll, you can avoid damage. If you have your sword ready while L targeting, you can do a jump attack by pressing A. A jump attack does double damage. You can use L targeting on the stone next to B, so let's practice.
Alright, as he said, we can target things, we can jump to the side that way, we can roll forward, we can jump backwards, which gets us a rupee as we do it. And let's see, there was another attack, except that we don't have our sword. And I'm not going to get that until I get my shield, so... Because I just like to do things that way, it seems more epic, you know what I mean? I like to do things in a... I like story, that's what I like. So, let's see, I've gotten 24 rupees. I need 40 of them, which means I will need about 20 something or else, 16 more. Usually if you hop across these stones, you can get a rupee for it, but I guess not. Well, let's see, whose house is this? Because let's see, House of the Great Mido, boss of the Kokiri. Right. Alright, let's go inside. I'm sure he's got some goodies to share. Yep, blue rupee. And a green rupee. That's worth 1 rupee. Blue rupees are worth 5, and a red rupee is worth 20. I made a mistake with that one in a fan fiction I was doing, actually. But, yeah. I was hastily corrected, and I've corrected the problem. So, no harm done. We're 5 rupees short of getting our Deku shield, which can be bought at the shop. The Kokiri shop here. Whoa, hey! Rupee. Which is 40 rupees, of course. So we'll just gotta see if we can get us some more rupees. 2 more. We just need 2 more, and then we can get that shield. Buy that shield. Come on. We're really starting off the day right, aren't we? Start your day right by plucking grass, or not, and tossing rocks in the let's see, this is a shop. Oh, hello. If we do go into the shop, I just remembered. Why don't we go into the shop? If we come over here and grab this, we can actually get 5 rupees for that, which gives us just enough to buy a shield. Huzzah!
Welcome. Okay.
We'll buy the Deku shield for 40 rupees. Huzzah! We got a Deku shield! Switch to the gear subscreen and tap the shield to equip it, or select it with the control stick and press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while L targeting, you can move while defending. Would you like to buy something else?
Only if you have something for 3 rupees.
But let's see. I guess I might as well show what he's got for sale, because we're not going to come back here. Okay, he's got Deku Nuts, which is 15 rupees. We get a Deku Stick over there. We got some arrows, which we will not be able to use at all for a long while. We got a Recovery Heart and some Deku Seeds, which we use for our slingshot, which we do not have.
This shop, it sells things you can get in the forest for free. Do you know how to use the Deku shield? When you get the shield, tap the gear bunny Bob to get into the gear subscreen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
On the gear subscreen, tap the shield to equip it. You can also select it with the control stick and press A to equip it. Once you have it equipped, hold it up with R and change its angle with the control stick.
Yeah, I think we just got that lesson. Okay, just by tapping this and tapping that, we can equip that shield. And voila! So this subscreen, this bottom screen actually makes things a little more convenient. And it makes it more convenient in other ways too. But now that we have bought our shield, I guess this is a good time for me to say this is Super Stub Brother, to be continued.